With just under 2 weeks left, that's such a scary thought, for your holiday shopping, etiquette expert Sharon Schweitzer is back to guide us on gift-giving etiquette. Good morning, Sharon. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Natalie?
I'm great. We love having you here. I'm a little bit in a panic mode. I've been a little preoccupied this holiday season, as one can imagine. So I'm excited you're here to kind of break us down. And the first thing I love that we're going to talk about, the importance of a budget when it comes to gift giving.
That's right. The very first thing we want to do is set that budget. It's really crucial to do that. You want to look at your household budget and make a decision. You know, who have you kept in touch with through the year? Who's really important? Who do you need to add to the list? And how do you need to modify it? So you got to keep in mind those January bills are unforgiving, aren't they, Natalie?
So yeah, I know that all too well. So you're saying basically to have a dollar amount that's like X amount is what's going to go to holiday gifts this year.
That's right.
Okay. And any tips? I mean, I know people are probably like, yeah, right, I always tend to go over it. I know you brought some items and you have some ideas. I mean, some people even re-gift. What are we thinking here to keep that budget?
Well, you know, American Express did a survey. Every year they do one. And there are some definite things that get re-gifted every year. So kitchenware is number one. Kitchenware gets re-gifted at about 20%. And then we drop down to electronics. So electronics get re-gifted, toys get re-gifted, and we also get some other things that get re-gifted, like things for children. So those are the things that get re-gifted, especially things like kitchenware. So if you get those things, you want to re-gift them right away, and you don't want to re-gift them in the same social circles. So if you receive a gift from your family, you want to re-gift it in your friend circle, and you want to do it right away.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm surprised you're saying that that's not a no-no. So I like that it is possible if you follow the right guidelines. Talking about, though, the gift list. I mean, I know you've made mention of it already, talking about who you keep in touch with. How important is that this time of year?
Well, in terms of the gift list, what you want to do with the list is before you start doing the gift giving, check the policies, especially with the children's school, because at some schools they have a policy where the parents will do a gift pool, and they'll put their funds in and they'll buy for the teacher or the school nurse or the principal, because they don't want to get into any kind of favoritism. And the same thing with the college. And the same thing with the workplace. But sometimes people don't want you buying for the boss. So maybe in a company where there are 80 employees, everyone may chip in $2, and then they have a $150 gift certificate for a charitable foundation.
Interesting. I never would have thought of that one. And, you know, if you are giving and maybe a little on the fence, the gift receipt, is that something to do? Is that something not to do? Is it, what are your thoughts?
You definitely want to give a gift receipt, so ask for a gift receipt. And the reason that helps is because why make a return difficult? Maybe it's the wrong texture or the wrong size or the wrong color, or maybe a duplicate gift. You know, maybe you're giving somebody some Bose noise-canceling headphones, and maybe they already have a set, so maybe they want to get the newer one that's really lightweight that goes in a little zip bag. So don't make it difficult for them. Give them that little gift receipt. Now, some stores these days have a new little, all they're using is the little tag on the back, the UPC code. And so they're using that as the gift receipt. They're making it really easy for us.
I like that. I was saying these are like even shoes up here. I would be intimidated to buy someone's shoes, but I would have included a gift receipt for that, but I wouldn't have thought for the electronics. So I think it's just a good rule of thumb. One thing I think is interesting, though, avoid matched spending. We touched a little bit on that, and actually I'm already getting a time cue. We've got so many things to talk about, Sharon. Okay, what is the #1 tip as we are out of time? What do you want people to keep in mind?
What I want people to keep in mind, and the biggest question I get, is that gift giving is a blessing. It is not an obligation. So what you want to do is pick out something thoughtful. Think about that person. And it's, you know, people who buy extravagant gifts, you don't need to do that. You need to just make sure that you're buying something that comes from the heart, and it can be something very thoughtful, and it doesn't have to be expensive.
Well, again, great tips. I wish we could get to all of them. Where can we send people, though, if they do want to check out more information on some of your gift-giving ideas?
They can go to SharonSchweitzer.com. And there they can find a whole list, including a holiday gift giving guide and a holiday tipping guide.
I love it. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate your time today.
My pleasure.
Always good ideas.
My pleasure.